Sunny, and welcome to Hindustan Times. And here
Hi,
we are to
thank
talk
you.
to you about Splitsvilla. So Splitsvilla has gone Samundar Par this par, right?
Yeah,
Samundar Par this bar. So
yeah,
what's
you're
new
so
coming?
good.
So what's new coming this time?
What's new is that yes, they have to come Samundar Par, but there's the Isle of Venus, the Isle of Mars. There's two separate islands. The contestants really have to work hard to be able to see each other, meet each other, go on dates, be able to perform with each other. So you see this like balancing act trying to evolve out of each meeting of how the contestants feel about each other and if they like each other or not, whether they see something and then they're totally turned off by that person's behavior, but because they're on two separate islands, they are now balancing what's the truth, what's not the truth. So it's very interesting to watch how they tackled our new ideas.
So what exactly the location is?
We shot in Goa.
Oh, okay. So Arjun Bijlani has replaced Ranvijay Singh as your co-host now. So will you miss not being with Ranvijay? You have been together on the show since a very long time.
Yeah, a very long time. Of course, I always miss him, but the only thing that works in my favor is that we've become really close family friends, my family, his family, and he is just a phone call away when I, need children, and like I need to hear from him or he needs to hear from me. So in that way, we're able to, keep in touch. And with Arjun, it's been great. We hit it off right away as friends, and then continue that laughter through on screen, and we had a great time. And the nice thing is it's not his first show that he's hosting. He's hosted many shows, and he's hosted very, very big shows, and it's not something that is
So did you take Arjun through how it is done? It is his first dating show hosting. You are the senior here.
So it was myself, and I think it was the team that really had a big role in how everything goes. And what I told him is, listen, it's a lot of fun. We just go by what's happening and react to what's happening, and of course we have to explain like challenges and all these different things, which is I think the easier part. But it's such a fun show to watch, and as people are unfolding their personalities and their views, their opinions, who they like, who they don't like, it's just you get interweaved with all the contestants, and then you have fun with it.
Okay, so you are senior here, like you are married. So does being married help as a host of a dating reality show? Does your experience also counts? And you guide people. There are conversations from you. You take part actively. So does it help at all?
I think it helps to a certain degree, but these contestants are young. They're anywhere from 18 to 27. No one's looking to get married. They just want to meet each other and have fun. And I think my life perspective of dating people, how they meet, they're young, they're beautiful, they're sexy, they're the youth of, what's happening within our country. So I think you can't take it so seriously. It's not a serious show as far as two people meeting and then them getting married. That's, I don't think, what the goal is. I think it's more about challenging each other and challenging the contestants to really get out of their comfort zone and get to know each other on a completely different level, because it's not like you and I meet and we have a date and then I see you next week, and in between I might talk to you a few times, but I know I'm going to see you a week from now. That's not how this show works at all. It's like Splitsvilla is its own tiny little dunya that is at an accelerated pace, not just physically but emotionally as well, because you are stuck with each other, and all those feelings you have are bursting out of you because they're so young and beautiful, and they are exploring life and their emotions. And so I don't think technically marriage has anything to do with it. I think it's just about each one's perspective of life and how we see it. For me, I think young people should just be young and date and meet people and be safe and have fun, because there's going to come a time maybe you have to be so serious because of whatever background you're from, or your family or your friends, or whatever social pressures we have.
Sunny, I have seen you doing hosting, I have seen you doing acting, I have seen you doing dancing. So what comes easier to you, or what is there any preference which you really want to take it forward and more of it?
Well, obviously acting would be my first choice, but hosting a show, like, I only host one other show. I've been on many different shows, but I only host one, and I love it because of the things that we were just talking about, is watching someone come in on day one and how far they get in the show, emotionally, psychologically, physically. Everything is being tested, their emotions, and really just watching them transform as human beings is so fascinating to me.
Sunny, you are also coming up with Oh My Ghost. I saw that audio launch. You were sitting.
Yeah.
Like it was a grand launch. So how was it working?
It really was. I walked in, I was like, is this an award show, or is this is for the movie I'm in? This is amazing. It was huge. It was huge. It really caught me off guard as far as how grand. They said it was going to be grand, but sometimes after you're in the industry for so long, you just think, okay, great, it's going to be big, but I never imagined this big. It was huge.
Okay, so what do we expect from the film?
Well, it's a very interesting film, and my character Maya is, seeking some revenge. Even when she was alive, she definitely wanted to dominate all of the men in her kingdom. That's the nicest way I could say it. And she definitely was a ruler of her own kingdom. But with that was her downfall, and now she wants to seek some revenge, and that's what people are going to see.
You have also backed the film with Anurag Kashyap. So how did that come through? Have you started work on it already?
Yes, it's finished already. Mm-hmm. And I auditioned for this role. I was very nervous. Anurag Kashyap he's amazing, and very laid back, very chill. I really did love working with him. He's very serious about what he wanted from me, and I tried to deliver that for him. He's happy, so that makes me happy. And the audition was it was nerve-wracking because he invited the entire office into the audition. All the people working on the film were sitting there, and I've done 2 auditions here. One ended up being a disaster. I've gotten the role, but everything on the back end, as far as the business side of it, didn't work out. But I did work really hard for that audition. And then with this one, I worked really hard on, and he liked it. But the funniest part is that he went around to every person. It was like a test. And he went to every person. He's like, what do you think? What do you think? Does she fit for the role? Does she do blah, 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 blah? For every person. I was like, oh my gosh. And I was trying to smile the whole time.
It's like a voting process.
Yeah. So I've been in other auditions in the US, but I've never been in an audition where it was really so friendly. And on top of it, what I love about him is that everybody's opinion really did matter. And it was like a room full of women, and I think 2 or 3 men, but the rest was like a full woman team. So I was like, crossing my fingers, hoping that they'd
So
like
what is your role
they
like
like what
in
I
the
did.
film? What is your role like?
I'm not allowed to tell you
Anything,
because
anything works.
as you know, I think Sir Anurag Sir had released information before, before maybe the production wanted him to. So then he messaged me the next day. He's like, other than what I've said, you cannot say anything else. So, okay, sir, I won't. I'm following your lead.
Okay. Sunny, you started with Big Boss in India. So are you open to entering the show ever again as a contestant?
Well, I've gone on the show through the years as a guest after
As a
I was on the show.
contestant, ever?
Yeah, no, probably not. I just watched one episode and they're brutal. I think when I was on the show, it was still a little bit more tame than what it is now. I don't think I would last. I think I would just fall apart. But I did enjoy watching the one episode. I just saw one when I was in Pune while I was getting my makeup done.
Okay. Sunny, you have got a very beautiful house, and people are, really very interested in your pictures on Instagram of the house. It's like a very vibrant place, white walls, and colors here and there. So, have you found your happy place in India, or your heart is still a piece of heart is still there in LA?
The piece of my heart that's in the US is my brother and his wife and my beautiful niece and a couple of my friends. But as far as material items go, material objects that we attain in life, absolutely not. I'm not missing it at all. I miss my friends that I cannot replace, and I miss my family. But other than that, this is my home. I love it here. Where I live now, I hope is my forever home, and we've continued to flourish and grow this home into a beautiful, happy home.